What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Bit Heroes. Alright, before we get going, first thing to make a note of before people have hernias and get onto me and wonder what's happened. We have not left Iconic, Zaki is here as well as I am. This is Chicken Coop. This is our viewer subscriber guild. So we have come here, Zaki, me and Spooter, wherever Spooter is. He is where is he? The So that's Spooter, if anyone was ever wondering who that was. The three of us have come over to the viewer subscriber guild to help out for Expedition and unlock those portals and all that good stuff. So that's why we're here. When Expedition finishes, we will go back to Iconic and everything is fine. So another 2 weeks or so, and we'll be back. So don't worry about that. That's just what's happened. Now. Sunday Item Find Day. This won't be a very long video, unfortunately. I mentioned in, we might as well get started, right? I mentioned in, I'm gonna try Gummy out here as well. I'm gonna try Gummy and then I'm gonna try Fatty and see if they hold up to 500 trials. Anyway, I mentioned in Thursday video, I think it must have been, that I really wanted to do a long hour long or you know, whatever video today of doing expeditions with badges and super scroll and all that good stuff. But today is the first day of the house move. So we're moving into a house, but we need to do some renovations. We need to paint and rip up the carpet and put floorboards and do some maintenance-y things and whatever. So we don't actually move in for about a month, but we're starting stuff today. So all of the, you know, the stuff that you have in your house that you don't use on a day-to-day basis, we're boxing up and we're taking that across today. My wife's already over there pulling up carpet. I can't really do that because I suffer from, I'm a chronic asthmatic. I've got a bit of asthma at the moment. So doing that and all the dust and stuff would kill me. So I'm just going to be pretty much ferry boy and ferrying boxes back and forth all day, which is going to be super fun. But yeah, over the next couple of weeks, weekends and stuff, you know, we're doing a lot of house stuff. Now, I did get a question or a few questions recently. I think I got one yesterday. Hey, nice. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. About whether I'll be still putting out content or not. And the answer is, I hope so. We do have the internet we do have the internet activated at the new place in April 15th or 16th or something. And I think we officially move in on the 21st or 22nd, something like that. So I should have, cross your fingers, if all goes well, internet when we move in, it should already be installed and ready to go. But obviously, moving requires a lot of time. And also, I've mentioned this in my Discord and stuff, but this month, for me personally, is mental. So I unfortunately had my first car accident this week, Monday, which sucked. Wasn't my fault, but you know, these things happen. Apparently, I was reversing out of my car park, and then as I'd finished reversing, and I was starting to drive, and then a woman reversed out of her car park and T-boned me. So, according to the insurance companies, if you're both in the process of leaving your car park, then it's a mutual thing. But the back of her car hit the side of my car. So, I said to the insurance company, I can't really reverse sideways. I can't sideways into someone. Anyway, I'm trying to dispute it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fork out close to $1,000 for excess, which sucks. Especially when moving house is not great. Let me just focus on this a little bit so we make sure that we don't die. Okay, we should be good. So anyway, I hypothetically have that going, which is not great. We also have renovations to the house and moving. Also have 2 bucks/stag nights. I think they're called stag nights in America, but bucks days, sorry, where, you know, your friend's getting married and all the guys go out and do activities and have drinks and get drunk and stuff. So I got 2 of them. I got 2 weddings. I have a best friend's baby shower and them giving birth, and then I have other close friend's 30th birthday, all in the next 3 weeks. So it's a big one. So I'm going to be super busy. So there may be a week or something, or a few days here and there that there's no videos up. I'll try my absolute utmost best. But I'm sure you'll understand, yeah, if you know, there's a couple of days or a week or something off, considering the load I've got in the next few weeks. which I'm not looking forward to. I mean, you know, weddings and bucks nights and 30th birthdays and baby showers and all that stuff is fun, but it's super tiring, right? And costs a lot of money. And so does moving house. So, anyway, that topic is done. So we're doing our trials here just to get rid of them, basically. You know, I've got to do them. Sunday out of fun, I've got to do them anyway. We are at 500, so we potentially could get a legendary drop from tier 10, which would be nice. I currently have looted 2. So since tier 10 started, I've got 2 legendaries and a mythic, and that's it. So my RNG, I mean, mythic is nice, right? We've talked about this before. Mythic is good, but without legendaries, I can't break down those legendaries to get the materials I need to upgrade said mythic. Ooh, said mythic. So the mythic, while it's great, is just sitting there doing Jack Diddley Bubkiss because I can't do anything about it. So I need just some basic RNG of just, you know, just throw away legendaries effectively. And I'm just not getting them. So my RNG has been pretty poor, I would say, since tier 10 has come out. I did kind of make a video talking about the RNG from tier 9 and how I thought it was pretty bad, and that maybe they changed like an algorithm or something, because it seemed a lot lower to me than tier 8. Like, when I was doing tier 9 and the bosses and everything, the raids and everything, I was just like, man, this is taking forever to get any loot. And I thought maybe they changed something, right? But it seems even more that case now. Like, I know that there's a lot of people out there that have their, you know, complete TS by now, full sets and all the rest of it, but again, that's kind of pay to winny, putting money into the game and all the rest of it. As a free-to-play player, it generally takes a while, right? But I just think at the moment, it's taking way longer than it has been in the past. Maybe I'm just getting really unlucky, and in the next week, I'll get like 5 drops or something to make up for it. You know, it's all random chance, so that could definitely be a thing. But I personally feel like it's a little bit low. Let me know what you guys think. If you're just not getting drops and you're like, yeah, this feels like it's not dropping as much, I would like to know that, and we can compare. All right, so that's trials done. Let's get fishing out of the way. Good, it's done. This is the main draw card at the moment, right? Expeditions. What's good is that it'll be this Sunday and next Sunday, so I won't be able to do a big long video today, as I've just explained. But midweek, if I get some time after work or something midweek, maybe I'll make like an hour-long video and upload an extra video of Bid Heroes for the week, like maybe Tuesday, because that's got 25% item find. Again, I can't guarantee that, but I will try. Okay, here we go. So. We are going to go for the Yemic schematic, which is this portal. So we've done all this 3, which if we look at the contributions, right? Zaki is insane, and Spooder's next, and then Zilfa, Bongo, and all these guys. Well, Zilfa and Bongo mainly are doing work, and then I'm all the way down here because I haven't been able to play, as I've just talked about being busy and whatnot. So these guys are doing well, and they've unlocked all the portals and stuff. I will put in all of my time on that one day that I can do it, like the expedition day or whatever. The Tuesday or whatever I was just talking about. But until then, my contribution is going to be fairly lackluster, I would say. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to do Yemic Portal, and we're going to do it at 500 and see if we can do it. Let's try. We don't want that off the bat, in case we need it. And the whole reason I'm here is for Yemic. That Yemic schematic. Zalok Portal, sorry. Yeah, Zalok Portal, but we're here for Yemic, which is this guy. So this is the dude we need all the Yetis for. There's 30% damage reduction and a 60% chance to spread heal when hit. So as a frontline tank, 30% damage reduction is obviously really good. I don't think he has like super high stamina. Oh shit, we're getting absolutely freaking destroyed, man. What the hell? It might just be massive Jebediah, or it might be oh. I want to see if I can kill. Oh no, pause. Oh, fucked it. I pressed spacebar to pause. And that's why, but it was already on auto, like, so when someone dies it goes to manual, and so when they died I pressed spacebar and it put it back to auto, and then I got my rhythm wrong. Okay, 500, not the case. Let's go to 450. I think it may have been just the giant Jebediahs, but you know, you want to be able to, like, I've said a million times, you want to be able to complete the thing 100% of the time, right? So you can't do heroic 100% of the time, but you can do hard 100% of the time. Do hard 100% of the time because you're going to kill the boss every time and have a chance of loot. If that sounds like a broken record, I've said that a million times. With Expedition, the loot table is the same whether you do difficulty level 1 or difficulty level 600. You get the same shit. So it's not like there's, you know, it's not like effectively 1 to 200 is normal difficulty, 200 to 400 is hard, and then, you know, 400 to plus is heroic, and they got different loot tables. Now, level 1 will drop the exact same thing as level 600. The only difference is the higher level you do, you contribute more to your guild, right? For your guild expedition points. And then that's the ranking of the guild, and then you get obviously benefits and guild bucks and all that stuff where you place. So ultimately you want to be doing the highest difficulty you can do comfortably, but you know, if you're doing 500 like we just did and it's like touch and go, maybe just drop down to 450 and make it a bit easier. So we're at 450 now. I believe I put 450, and this is nothing. So this makes me think that 500 is doable. I think we just got unlucky that the first real, like the first big pack of mobs we came across just destroyed us. But if this is comfortable and we don't really have to try too much and we can just auto set and forget, then we can just do 450. It's not too bad. Maybe 475. I'll play around with it and see what's doable. But yeah, you want to do as high as you can to help your guild out, but you also want to do low enough that you can complete it without it being too much of a pain in the ass. So if you're going to do, like I intend to, a heap of expeditions and raids and something one day with like a super scroll, it's going to take you a hell of a long time to get through them, right? So every expedition is going to take, what, like 4 or 5 minutes, say? I don't know, just average it to 5 minutes, why not? If you're going to do like 100 of them, that's a long time. And then if you're going to do raids, say raids take 10 minutes, if you're going to do like 60 raids or something, that's a long time. So, you know, if you can do an expedition that's slightly lower level, that will change it from 5 minutes to you know, 3 minutes or something, it might be worth it, right? You're not going to get as many points for your guild, but you're also going to stay sane. Unless you've got literally nothing else to do in the day and you're happy just sitting there playing bit heroes and stuff, then go for it. But I would try and do it on auto. Find a difficulty that you can do on auto, and not have to manual it, because like I just can't even imagine manualing like 1,000 things. It sounds like a really bad time. So I'm gonna try 475 next time. So while we're in the Chicken Coop guild, we don't have access to our 13 badges and 14 trials and PvP and all the rest of it, and we have 6 raids instead of 9. But it is a kind of lower level fresher guild, and it's full of subscribers and viewers and stuff, so it's pretty cool. There's no space left at the moment, but Zaki, Spooder and I are leaving, so there will be 3 spots left. So if this sounds like a guild that you would like to join, then, you know, let me know in the comments, and if you join the Discord server, if you haven't already, the link is in the description. There is a Chicken Coop guild room in there. Guild room, and you can talk there and apply and you know, all that good stuff. So if you'd like to be part of it, just let us know. Okay, let's do some world boss and see how we fare there. Now, I was saying there we go, in a previous, room is full. That was some quick loading, holy crap. I don't want to summon one because then it takes forever. Let's just, okay, you know what, we'll do a raid and we'll come back. Which leads on to exactly what I was about to say. In a previous episode, I think it might have even been Thursday, could have been last Sunday, not too sure. I was saying that I needed a really good bait tank, and then that changed, and then I needed a really good, okay, so it's changed again. Perfect illustration of my point. And then I needed a really good tank. Now I need a really good tank because Eagle has changed the bait. So this keeps changing, and even though I have really high raid TS, my raid team keeps changing. So Eagle's gone full on bait, and then Gadjin is also bait, and then Chaos is full tank, and then rev me up and me a DPS. So at the moment I've got 2 baits. So if I was to get rid of Gavjin or Eagle, I think Gavjin's actually, he's got full tier 10, right? And Eagle's got still tier 9 stuff, and he's got a Blit and he's at the back. So if we get rid of Eagle, what can we do? Avid Shadow is also bait. RBT Shadow is DPS. We could put Zaki in. Secret Yam. Okay, Secret Yam's gone back to DPS. Back to tank. He was bait. So this is the problem I have. As I'm sure a lot of you do. People keep swapping their builds around, and it kind of screws you up if you're not paying attention. So had I just clicked yes then, I would have had 2 baits, which is okay. But considering this little bastard here, this little fox dude attacks your lowest health target, it attacks weakest, right? And your weakest target is your lowest health target, which is going to be your bait. So he's always going to attack your bait. If your backup tank effectively is also super low health, it's not brilliant, because he's going to attack your bait. And, well, it's good in a way, because if he attacks your bait and your bait dies, he just goes for the other bait tank. But the boss, like the big ass boss, attacks your backline. So if you have 2 baits, you're going to have whichever one is the lowest health, the foxes are going to hit. And then you have the other one in the backline, the boss is going to hit. And you kind of need someone tanky at the back to take those boss hits. Pardon me. So ultimately you want a tank in the front, a tank in the back, and then a bait somewhere, and 2 DPS. That's the thing, that's the setup I'm using, and it's pretty effective. People might be using something different. People might just be using 3 DPS and 2 tanks and try to out heal the damage that this fox can do, so they can get rid of a bait and put another DPS in. I don't know. I don't know what people are doing. You can let me know if you like what you're running on this Raid 7 Heroic, and if it's the same as mine or it's different, let me know if you want to. But that's what I'm running: tank, DPS, DPS, bait, tank. And it works pretty well. So when I said I needed a bait, that was when all my baits went tank, then all my tanks went bait, and then I needed a tank, and then now I'm kind of in between. And hopefully, because I've got quite a few. Well, I've got maybe four tanks slash baits that always swap around. But there are times where all of them are tanks or all of them are baits or whatever. So the good thing about Gav is that he stays bait no matter what. So that's good. At the moment, Chaos is just staying tank no matter what. He changes the Blit set into tier 10. So by doing that, I don't think he's going to change. So that's good. So really, it's just a tank that stays a tank. But between Eagle, Eagle's usually a full-on tank. But yeah, I would like a full-on tank that just stayed full-on tank. Is what I'm trying to say. But I'm not gonna, you know, say woe is me. I have no, because I've got quite a few, you know, good players and stuff. So it's just a thing to note that when your raid team swaps around and changes their builds and stuff, you have to pay attention and kind of manipulate your team however you need to do it to survive. So luckily enough, we had Secret Yam with tank. Otherwise, we probably would have gone for Zaki, who also has full tier 10, I think. But he doesn't have as much mitigation, I don't think, because I think his accessory is not maxed out, and I think he doesn't have the legendary redirect rune. So he's pretty close, man. Like, he's pretty OP. But these guys, you know, like fairly super whale type thing, and they have all their stuff maxed out and this, that, the other. So if you can use these guys, I will. But Zaki's there as a good backup. Okay, so as you can see, going through the trash mobs and stuff, no real threats. Gavjin gets a little bit low here and there from these dicks hitting him the lowest enemy, the weakest target, like I was saying, the lowest HP. But between the rest of the team, heals and shields and procs and this, that, the other, he comes back and generally doesn't die. On these trash mobs, at least. When we get to the boss, it's a different beast altogether. So it all depends what's with this dude. Right? I try and auto the best I can. But if it's the mushroom, okay, it's the tree, so we're just going to auto it. If it's the mushroom or the fox, then I auto, and I just use all of the target abilities I have to kill them as soon as possible, and then I can auto. If it's the tree, it's generally not bad, because the tree doesn't do that much damage, right? He's just another brick wall. So you just auto, and he eventually just goes down. He's not doing that much damage, so you don't need to worry about him as much. And then once he's dead, you're just on the boss, and he should go down fine. But if you auto, well, again, sorry, this is all personal, obviously, so when I auto, I should say, not when you auto. With the mushroom or the fox out there, they do work, man. They hurt a lot, and if you just auto a lot of the time, you know, that your team will use their, like, 1 SP, like, target strongest enemy or something abilities, and it will always go to the boss, because of the strongest, or attack, you know, closest enemy, which is the boss, all that sort of stuff. So, ultimately, when there is that ad, if you can't just auto set and forget, if you don't have like 28,000 like raid TS, you kind of want to just manual and get those mushrooms or wolves down, foxes, sorry, down. Once they're down, I auto the boss, and it's not too bad. But if I don't pay attention, it can go south. But this was actually a really good raid, right? Nothing went bad. We didn't have to use 1 potion, which is crazy. Usually I have to use 2 or 3 potions every raid. So this one has gone very well. It's kind of like the raid 6. Oh, well, that would have been handy, wouldn't it? It's like the raid 6 thing where... oh, shit, I think Secret Yam just went bait. I think I read it as 116 instead of 16. We'll see. If he changed like just then, that kind of sucks. Anyway, maybe I saw wrong, but anyway, it's kind of like the raid 6 where, you know, one time you'll do it and it'll be fine, and the next time you do it, you get your ass kicked, and there's no explanation for it. You know, just all the procs from the enemies, like crit or whatever it be. But it just feels like you flip, you know, you flip at a coin or you're rolling the dice. It's like, will this raid 6 be hard? Let's find out. And then will this one just be easy and I can do it auto without potions? Let's find out. So that last raid was the easy no potion one. So this one, maybe it'll kick our ass. Especially if Secret Yam changed to bait. He probably didn't. But because I was talking about it and worried about it, it was probably like subconscious in my head. So yeah, that's the thing. So quickly, while we're here actually, because we were talking about doing raids and expeditions and stuff on maybe Tuesday, I do have 3 raid shard baskets. So I bought them before the new content came out, like the week before, I think. They were selling these for cheaper. So I bought 3 of them in preparation for new raid, when I could do it heroic, which I can't now. And I also spent all of my guild honor on badge pouches before I came over to Chicken Coop. So we have, well, by the time I get around to doing it, we'll have 55 of these. So we have 55 of them, which isn't huge, but again, free to play. I don't have gems and stuff to throw away on badge plaques. My god, I kept wanting to say plague then. So I've got them. I could have bought some badge plaques or whatever they're called instead of the shard baskets, but the shard baskets were the one that were on sale before this tier came, like the new content came out. Those badges have been on sale last week before Expedition came out. So at the time, I had the gems spare to go and buy the shard baskets when the Expedition badges came out on sale. I've got gems to spare, but I'm trying to save up again for that accessory, right? Because once I get the legendary accessory, I don't have to keep saving huge amounts of gems, because like whatever I get, I'm going to be content with, right? I mean, ultimately, absolutely 100%, the thing I'm going for is Melbourne Champ, because I've got to get me that dual strike. So that's my wish list of accessory, right? That's the one I want. But whatever I get, I'll have to be content with, because I'm not going to be able to save 5k and just keep opening boxes forever. So, yeah, once we get the legendary accessory, be content with whatever it is. Hopefully it's Melbourne Champ, or hopefully it's something with high dual strike. And then from then, we don't really need to save stupid amounts of gems. You know, we can still buy accessory boxes and stuff to get just crappy accessories to break down to get the accessory material to upgrade the accessory we're wearing. I think that made sense, actually. That was a lot of accessory words. But yeah, basically you get crappy accessories. Kill them off, exchange them. And then use those dust or whatever it is to upgrade the one you're using. So we can still buy them. Same with pets. We could start buying pet eggs to get crappy pets to upgrade Tobit, because Tobit's really good. But we could also then use gems for super scrolls, badges, raid shards. You know, if we find legendary familiars, all that sort of stuff. And not be so like frugal with it. I better not, because I'm trying to save up for the accessory, that type of thing. So getting legendary accessory and pet is huge. Like the people that have them and got them early, or you know, if you've put money into the game and all that sort of stuff, you don't realize how much of a boost it is. So I've talked about this many moons ago. I haven't brought it up recently. And I can't remember who it was, but someone told me that they just bought the 1000 gem accessory box and got a legendary, and they bought a 1000 pet egg and got a legendary, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I got them both first try. I'm like, well, fuck you. And that's super lucky, right? Super lucky. And then that you hear that kind of here and there that it happens. Like people buy the 200 gem pet egg, like the first pet egg they buy, and they get a legendary out of it, and you're like, god damn it, man, that's so lucky. So yeah, I think, you know, I was running around for ages with up until like level 220 or so. I was running around with epic, rare accessory and rare pet. And then I finally got I got 2 epic pets, but both of them were tanking pets. Both of them were shield your team when you get hit, or heal your team when you get hit. And so with the legendaries, you can reforge them. So it can be when you hit an enemy, or per turn. You can pick which one you want. But with epics, you can't pick which one you want. It is what it is. So the 2 epic pets I got, here we go, this is a perfect example, were when you get hit and when you get hit. And I'm like, well, I'm DPS, that's rubbish. So I had 2 epic pets sitting there, but I couldn't use them because it was crap for me. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to focus on accessories for a bit, and then we're getting shit. And then I finally got the one I've got, the 15% dual strike, which I upgraded to 18%. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay, I've got a really good accessory-ish. Take a look at that, that's a massive chunk, man. If you just auto, it screws you. I'll go for a pet. And then I got Tobit, which was super lucky. You know, what any legendary pet would have done. But I ended up getting like a really good one. And now it's back to accessories again. So, you know, level 300 and whatever I am, 2 years into the game, still don't have it, as free to play, of course. So it's like a massive buff, like it's huge if you have a legendary accessory and pet, like it's massive. So, you know, if these players and stuff that get onto me a lot of the time, like I'm stuck on this flag, or what do I do here, or this, that, the other, and they've got like common or rare pets and accessories, and it's like, yeah, you know, that's what I have to use, that's how it is. But if you had a legendary pet and accessory, you probably wouldn't be in the trouble you're in, just because it's so much more powerful. Anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, but you know, that is what it is. They're important, they're really good, get them as soon as you can, and then you can focus on other things. Alright, well that is 2 raids down, that's 2 expeditions, well, 1 expedition because I failed, 2 trials down. Let's try and do a few world bosses, and then we'll call it a day. We are at 30 minutes, which is actually longer than I intended to do, but we're here, so, you know, screw moving, right? We'll just do like a couple of these, and then I will have to head off, which sucks. It's also like 30 degrees here today, Celsius, not Fahrenheit, so it's like, it's quite warm. So it's going to be a bit of a ball bag of a day. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Cannot buy a legendary. Come on. Come on. I need one. So I have been able to upgrade my legendary necklace, Frosty Bite, I think it's called. I've been able to upgrade it once. So I've got 2 legendaries. I think it was a helmet and a ring. A helmet from World Boss and a ring from Raid, I think it was. Or maybe it was Trials, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I exchanged both of them. And then the Crubble, or what are they called? Crubble, the legendary upgrade material from this tier. I've just got by playing, you know, got them from raids and got them from in here or whatever it is. So I've just like managed to find some of them naturally. So between the finding them naturally and the 2 legendaries that I've broke down, I've been able to upgrade the necklace, the mythic once, and I'm pretty close. I think we'll have a look after this to upgrading it twice. If I can upgrade it 3 times, then I believe at 3 upgrades, a piece of gear is more TS than a fully upgraded piece of gear from the previous TS. So my fully upgraded neck from T9 should be replaced by a 3 out of 4 upgraded neck from tier 10. So if we have a quick look here, congrats. What am I doing? I'm in the completely wrong menu. Craft, here we go. So I got rid of all my legendaries as well, because I don't know why. Here we go. So upgraded once, upgraded one more time. Oh, nice. Congrats. That's awesome. I need 22 Crubbles, and then I can upgrade it one more time. And then I'm going to need just a shitload more to get it to the 3rd time. But once I get it to the 3rd time, it should then be better than what I'm wearing, which is just a normal legendary. So I think it'll probably be around 210 or something Crubbles. So effectively, I'm going to need roughly about 250 Crubbles from now, which is 5 legendaries worth. And so far I've found 2. So yeah, I'm a ways away, and that's just one piece of gear, man. It is a mythic, so it does cost more to upgrade than what a legendary would, but that's just to get it to level 3 out of 4 of one piece of gear. And then I've got all of this to go and just not getting any drops to do it. So hopefully my my RNG turns around. That would be nice. As I said, if you're feeling like yours is kind of bad as well, that would be good to know, so I don't feel so alone. And whether, you know, you feel like it's changed and that, you know, the loot drops tables are actually affected, because I kind of think they are. But as I said, it could just be really, really bad luck. Yeah, that's the thing. And also let me know if your raid team keeps changing and you have to manipulate it and you know, go with a subpar team or something because you need a tank because they've changed from tank to bait or whatever it is. Because, you know, that's a thing that happens, as you saw. In fact, let's see if he did actually go bait. No, he didn't. I was talking at my ass. Unless he's changed back again, but I highly doubt it. Is he even online? He's offline for 4 hours. Alright, I'm definitely talking at my ass. Anyway, that is it for Sunday Item Find. We'll be back on Thursday for Capture Rate, and if I can, I'll do a long expedition video with all those badges and stuff, and then the 3 shard busters. What's that, 60 raids? Holy crap. If I can, I will do that, and if I can't, then I can't. Either way, that is it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.